Hello, hello, it's Tash Ro.
Welcome to or welcome back to
It's Saturday,
your personal self-care pod where you can escape the work week and unwind with your two besties.
No matter what day of the week it is, but for us,
It's Saturday. All right. Welcome back.
Is this our last episode in March?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
March
yeah.
flew by.
Holy
it was crazy.
crap.
Holy crap. It was insane. A
The
lot
year,
happened.
like the first quarter is basically done.
Yeah.
Take that in.
Well, I just had a new year, so I feel like
Yes.
I have a restart of my year. So
my
if
God.
January was a screw up, you have another chance in March to restart.
I love that.
2023. Yeah, we had a crazy weekend.
We did unexpectedly,
Unexpectedly.
as usual. I literally woke up on Friday not even knowing it was St. Patrick's Day.
Yep, me
Like
neither.
I didn't understand why Vic was messaging in the group about working and and I was like, what is she talking about? I'm like, oh my God, it's literally St. Patrick's Day.
And we hadn't planned anything.
Not a single thing.
Yeah.
We end up being 20 people at
Royal Oak.
At Royal Oak,
Thank
drinking
God
green beer.
for Vic and her hooking it up with a table
Yeah.
for all of us
That
because
was so last minute.
yeah, it was really last minute. And my family was actually here. So my dad
Yes.
arrived Thursday. And so he was with us on Friday. My brother didn't get here till Friday really late. But yeah, my dad came out with us, which was a time.
He was so fun.
Oh my
He
God,
was
it
such a
was so
trooper.
funny.
He was doing picklebacks with us,
Yeah.
shot to JMO.
He was actually so fun. And the night before, we actually took him on a little rally. We took him to 4 different spots that I'll get into in a bit. But yeah, he was sending it all weekend
was
with us. He
down.
was down. He was keeping up. So proud of the pops.
Wow.
And yeah, it was a good time.
I'm so glad I got to meet him and hang out with him. Happy to party with him any day of the week.
It was so much
That
fun.
was so much fun. But yeah, St. Patty's was good. We actually ended up doing an impromptu housewarming too for a friend.
Yes.
That my day went from 0 to 100 so fast. And it was one of those nights where Matt and I were like, let's just go, we'll just have a couple beers and then we'll come back. And then next thing we know, it's 1 a.m. and I'm like, wait, what? Where's the McDonald's?
Literally. But it was one of those nights too where it's always those spontaneous nights that end up being the most fun that you would never plan.
Yeah, it was a really good night.
Yeah, so we randomly go to George's house for a housewarming. He just moved in. We go to the dollar store because we're we need some stuff because he's not going to have anything. It's a housewarming. We end up buying so much stuff from the dollar store, just walk around and it's he'll need dice. Why?
He'll need dice, cutting board. Do you have a spatula? I don't know, some dish rags.
Bottle opener. He'll need shades.
Yes, we got him a bottle opener, a green one.
We show up with literally the whole dollar store and he's like, thanks guys. And it ended up being really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night. It was a great way to lead myself back into going to work after being a week off.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm feeling the post March break blues right now.
Is it when after you're off for Christmas break and you have to go back to work, that kind of vibe?
Yeah, this is almost worse because at least I had 2 weeks off, which was
Yeah.
so nice. And back in the day when we were in school, March break was 2 weeks.
Really?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Confirmed it was 2 weeks back when we were in school. I forget up until which year, but towards the end of elementary for us, it was 2 weeks, imagine.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, 1 week is just such a tease. It's it's just, you develop a new routine and
Yep.
I'm vibing with it and then it just gets taken away.
Yeah. And I bet for the first couple days you were just catching up on all the stuff that you'd been neglecting.
Oh my God.
Errands and
It
stuff,
was
you know?
such a busy first week back. It's our admin was oh, did you have a restful March break? Because you have to do A, B, C, D, F, G before Tuesday and it's Monday. And I'm like, wait, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's been stressful. But I had a really good act of kindness this week that I wanted to share with people.
Okay. I love acts of kindness.
So I'm working at Bert's and I'm serving these 2 gentlemen. They're probably in their 50s, super nice, casual dudes, whatever. Didn't even talk to them that much, you know?
Yeah.
And then Buddy gets the bill. It was $40. And he tips me $100.
Wow.
But I don't look at the receipt right away. I think that's rude. I'm not looking at the tip. I just put it down really secretly. I just put it away. Thank you so much. I always get the same reaction whether they tip me $100 or $0.
Yeah.
But
That's
then
good
I
etiquette.
Yeah, it's good server etiquette. And then I went to go put it in my pouch. So I had to flip it over and I saw that he tipped me $100. So I literally went back to him and was like, I'm just want to make sure. Did you mean to tip me $100?
Did you mean to put $10, sir?
I'm like, yeah. Did you mean to put $10? That would make way more sense. And he's like, no, I meant to do $100. And I was like, wow. I'm like, thank you. He's like, every day I try and do a big act of kindness. And like today, like this is my big act of kindness. I'm like, wow. I'm like, well, thank you.
You're like, thank you for validating my lucky girl syndrome.
Yes, literally. I didn't even know his name. I'm like, what's your name? He's like, Daryl. I'm like, Daryl. I'm like, thank you so much.
Dude, that's like the Lala like TikTok. Have you seen it? Call Daryl. It was Daryl.
It was Lala's lawyer.
He's
serving me
$100. The merch. This girl made merch. Call Daryl merch, and she's been selling it and giving it to Daryl over here.
Yeah, and then I also like ended up getting cut. It was like the Leafs game, so I thought I was gonna be there till midnight. Like I drove with Shauna because I thought I was gonna be there so late, and then the band came, and it was between me and this other guy, and he wanted to stay, so I was like, I'll happily leave.
Like I got my $100.
I already made it over $100 in like 2 hours. I'm like, peace out. So.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's so nice.
So that was really nice.
That's nice, and that was like the end of your. No, this was a couple days ago, right?
This was a couple days ago, and like I just can't wait to do that for someone one day.
Yeah,
like just give them a big fat tip, and just because
like, this is for Daryl. Thank
you
Daryl,
so much for Daryl, literally.
Oh my god, oh that's so nice. Honestly, I had a really nice weekend too because my family was here.
Yes.
And like my parents are divorced, and it's always kind of tricky when my dad's coming to visit. But this time was so different because we all hung out as a family. Like my stepdad, my dad, my mom. We literally all hung out with my brother.
That's
and
so nice.
My dad and stepdad got like really close. Like they this weekend just bonded. They were playing backgammon together. They like hung out.
That's so wholesome.
And I was just like, this is the definition of a modern family. Like,
yeah, love that.
Like, what the hell?
Everyone just like getting along, vibing.
Everyone's getting along. No drama. Just like good vibes. And yeah, it was just like a very wholesome time. And I needed that after like that crazy couple of weeks with school. I'm like, this is what I needed to just
some
feel
wholesome
feel
content.
Wholesome content, guys.
Oh, I want your family to come back already.
Yeah. But another thing I will say is like they were staying with me for a few days, and I don't know if this is just me, but when I have company over, I'm kind of a little stressed because I just feel like
you're a really good host.
I really want to like have everything ready for them and like do everything. And I've realized that like that's just not the way. Like it's not sustainable after a couple of days. You can't do that if they're staying for like a week because it's just you can't just be doing everything. So what I started to do this time, because I realized like the last few times they've been here, I've been very stressed, but I like internalize the stress, is I give them little tasks to do. So like if I'm making breakfast, I'll be like, hey, like, can you mash up the avocados for like avocado toast?
Yeah, make yourself useful.
Make yourself useful. Like, can you
something.
make the coffee? Can you do this? Because if they also feel happy that they're doing it.
I would too. I would be like, tell me what to do. You just want to stand there while you're doing all this stuff.
And it's also, they don't know my kitchen. They don't know where everything is. So you almost have to be like, here's all the stuff. Like, you go do that task. You cut up this. And they were happy to help. And it helped me like feel less stressed when everyone was in the kitchen. So honestly, if you have guests over,
task them.
Give them a task.
Can you go make my bed and do my laundry
really
quick?
Thank you so much.
Here's the fabric softener.
Here's the vacuum. Can you vacuum upstairs?
Oh, I love that.
Oh my god. And last like little update, but did you hear President Biden is visiting Ottawa?
I had no idea this is happening. Like, is he chilling with Justin?
I think he's just visiting for the week. Yeah, he gets here a couple of days from now, and he's staying. I think there's a bunch of like road closures this week, so by the time this comes out, I think he's already gone. But
oh shit.
Yeah, he's visiting Ottawa. I'm not really sure for what, but they're having like a parade for him.
A Biden parade.
A Biden parade.
How old is this man? He's in his 80s?
No, I don't think so. Let's see.
90s?
How old is Biden? I don't know. I feel like he's at least 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like the presidents are always
he's 80. You're right.
Yeah, like so some of the stuff he says sometimes I'm like,
dude, he's
right?
Some of the stuff he says is funny, but yeah.
I wish he had a TikTok. I feel like Biden would make funny TikToks. I would watch them. He would be viral.
Oh my god, he would. People always make these fake videos of it looks like it's him. What are that video editing software? I forgot what it's called, but they can make it look like people are saying certain things.
Yeah.
They make there's so much propaganda out there about Biden specifically, just making it look like he's saying like the most ridiculous things.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm seeing. And I'm thinking like, are you on WoW? Like things just make no sense.
No, it's propaganda. Like it's like very some of the stuff he says is questionable.
Oh my god, that's fucked up. That shouldn't be allowed.
No, I know.
Especially for the president.
Yeah.
POTUS.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we only have one story.
Okay, so
I can't wait to hear this one.
I was talking about this at George's party. We were like chatting, and then I don't know how this came up. I don't know how this topic came up, but I'm sorry, but if you don't have a bidet, you're really missing out on life. Like, you need to get yourself a bidet.
I want one. I do want one. I've used them. I know there's one here. You need to
just do it because if you got, let me just give you this analogy.
I know.
If you, and we were talking about this at the party, if you got shit on your arm, if you got poop on your arm, you would not take a piece of toilet paper and just wipe it off. Like you would go to the sink and you would wash it off, like probably with soap, obviously, but
yeah,
you're not gonna do
at least water.
At least water. So
yeah.
I
think people are intimidated by them because before I like knew how to use them, I was always scared of them. Like I didn't know what to do. Like where do I lean? How far do I go in the toilet? There's so many settings. Like where do I begin?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have a friend with a bidet and that's a safe space, ask them to use it. Just test it out.
Test it out, and then you'll feel comfortable, and then you'll go buy one.
Yeah. How much are bidets?
It's not expensive. You can get like an add-on bidet from Amazon for like $100 or sometimes even less.
Yeah, we should really just get one.
Honestly,
it
just
really
get
makes
one.
sense. And then when you don't have one, you think about it, you're like, it's kind of gross.
And like now I'm like, I can't poop anywhere but this one specific toilet that has the bidet.
Yeah, literally.
Because I'm like, oh, I just feel like I'm like I have 3 bathrooms in this house. I'm like, there's one bathroom I'm using. Every other bathroom, no.
It's the elite bathroom.
It's the pee bathroom.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to get a bidet. But it's funny, the guy at the party was like, no, I have a separate bidet. I'm like, okay,
wait, what do you mean a separate bidet?
Like, he actually has a toilet and then a bidet. Like they're two separate things.
Why? That's so unnecessary.
It's so unnecessary. And I'm like, the movement from the toilet to the bidet, like how are you doing that? It just seems like a lot of movement. And I don't know, like it just seems scary to me to have to get up midway and just like go to a different place. Why are you doing
more work for yourself?
No. But he was like, if you like add on bidets, like you should try a bidet by itself. And I was like,
there's literally no point of that. Why are you going somewhere to do the same thing that you can just do right there? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Yeah.
Okay.
But get a bidet. They're the best.
I want to talk about this app that I just found out about, and maybe you know about it, but have you heard about SpotHero?
No.
Okay, so recently one of my coworkers, they went to New York over March break, and she was talking about how like hotel valet parking was so expensive, so they just parked like down the street at this lot that they found on SpotHero. So SpotHero is like this app you can use if you're traveling somewhere like in Canada and the States. It will tell you like where cheap like underground or above ground, like whatever parking is. So like $10 a day versus like the $25 like valet parking.
That's so cool.
So it saves you on parking. So next time if you go to New York or somewhere even in Toronto, you can use this parking if there's no parking.
So it's just an app that tells you where to park. Like it shows
you where. Search like where you're located, and then it will show you like where you can park and what the prices are.
How do they make money? Is it just like through ads?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I wonder if like maybe the places themselves are paying this company.
Maybe.
To be like, can you promote my parking?
Something like that. But
that's so cool.
I thought that was so handy.
SpotHero. I'm definitely downloading that.
Especially
like, right
if I feel like New York is probably in our distant future. So
New York, we got some Toronto, Montreal. Like we got a lot coming up. So
I know.
Definitely need to be parking.
You need to be parking. We need to be parking cheap.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into some random shit because I have a few couple funny ones.
Yeah.
So the first is, okay, I saw this on TikTok and it actually blew my mind. So you know how pill bottles have like a lot of the time like safety caps for children, like a children's safety cap. So we have one, for example, on our vitamins that like every day it's kind of freaking annoying.
Even on your vitamins?
Yeah, it's so weird. Like our gummy vitamins,
none of my vitamins have
like a child safety cap.
Okay.
Did you know that you can just pop that thing off? Like the child safety cap actually comes off and underneath is a regular cap.
Really? You can do this on all of them are like that?
All of them.
Even like on Tylenol and shit?
All of them.
Shut up.
You can literally go right now, go to your medicine cabinet, pause the pod, and literally go find one with a child safety cap. All you do is you put either a screwdriver or like something underneath and you literally pop it off, and underneath is a regular cap.
How did you find that out?
On TikTok.
Of course.
The educational platform that China is providing.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
I'm like,
because sometimes I'm just like, you know, when you're so tired or like hungover and you're trying to like do it and you can't. Because I'm like, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. When I wake up in the morning, are you like this? Like, are your hands weak?
My hands don't work.
My hands are so weak in the morning. I wouldn't be able to like twist off a water cap, like nothing, let alone like a child-proof like pill bottle for a Tylenol or whatever.
I can't figure it out.
I wouldn't be able to do it. So I need to take all of mine off because my hands are okay. I'm glad that's not just me. Matt thinks I'm lying. No. I'm like, can you open this for me? My hands are weak. He's like, dude. I'm like, I'm serious.
Literally, like I can't open. There'd be like a jar of jam, and I'm like,
yeah. Are other people
can't.
like that, or is it just us? Why is it just like a female thing? Like,
just,
what's up with weak morning hands? Like, I don't get it.
My hands are always weak in the morning. Like literally, I think Faris's are too. Maybe Matt's just like the odd one out.
Strong man. I don't know.
That's so funny.
Okay, tell me about these crosswalk buttons because this blew my mind.
Okay, so I saw this article on Vox, and it was talking about how, did you know that most crosswalk buttons don't actually do anything in terms of flow of traffic?
That's insane.
So, well, this one was specifically talking about like New York City, like a lot of San Francisco,
very
a lot
busy
of the big,
spots,
busy stops. All you're doing is just pressing a button, and then it'll like make a little sound, or it'll change, like the light will just pop up, but you're not actually influencing the flow of traffic by pressing the button.
Lie.
So it's a big fat lie. A lot of these places work through like sensors. So
that's
it's
what
like
I
through
thought.
sensors. So it's not actually, you pressing the button isn't really doing much. Obviously, there are some places where it is doing things, like where the flow of traffic is maybe not as high, but in high traffic areas, you pressing the button isn't really doing much. I did not know that. I was like, I'm pressing the button like 10 times. Like,
I always press the button.
Yeah.
And then I feel like sometimes, like, if I don't press the button, then the thing doesn't tell me that I can walk, even though the light's red. And then I get stressed and I'm like,
can I go?
Can I go or not? And then I'm just standing there and then the light turns green again. And I'm like, damn it.
Yeah. Most of them like just work on a timer apparently. And just like after a while, they just turn red, or like they work with sensors. But yeah, this pressing the button thing doesn't really do anything.
Wow. That's insane.
Now you know. The more you know. Tell me about these like Costco wings, because.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I feel like every time I go out to eat wings, I like have such a high expectation, and they're either really fucking small, or like they're overcooked, or they're just like, they're not good, and they're expensive. Getting a pound of wings now is really, really expensive. And I'm going to tell you all now to stop going out to get wings and just go to our favorite place in the whole world, Costco, and get the Pinties. Or sorry, Pinties. It's Pinties. Pinties wings. They are so good. They're big. They're like juicy, delicious. You put them in your air fryer. They come with 3 sauces, like barbecue, buffalo, and honey garlic. And
sauce?
They're so good.
Okay, are they the drumsticks or the other one? What are they
Both.
called?
Flats?
Both?
What do you prefer?
I like flats.
Weird. I'm a drumstick girl. Why not?
I don't like it. I just feel like the meat is just like a little bit weirder. I like the
what?
I don't know. I like the meat of the other ones. What are they called? Flats?
They're called flats.
Flats.
Yeah.
I like flats.
I just find flats are so much work. Yeah. And then I feel like they're harder to like, they're just drumstick. I'm just like
I feel like it has a lot of I don't know
like
what the
fat?
word is. Yeah, a lot of fat, and like it's just a lot chewier.
There's definitely a little bit more
Okay,
fat.
this needs to be a poll.
Yeah, flats.
Drumstick or flats?
Yeah.
Because I feel like
I think it's quite divided. I remember doing this on my personal Instagram a few years ago because Leanna loves flats. And whenever she goes to a restaurant, she asks to only get flats.
I do that too.
But a lot of the time they're like pre-portioned out, so they won't do it. And then I'm like, I'm a drumstick girly. And then Roxy, like we were divided between the 4 of us. I'm like, let me put this up on IG right now. And it was like very divided.
I feel like you're not just kind of like, whatever, you're either one or the other.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And it's very even though. I find like it's pretty half and half. But I'm always like, I don't know why I just always assumed everybody loved drumsticks more. But apparently I'm wrong.
Did you ever go to like Hoolie's for their like cheap wing night? They had like a really, I think it was Mondays.
Hoolie's or Pub 101.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. They always had really good wings. But yeah, wings are really expensive, and they're really high in calorie for a lot of the places, like because they're deep fried.
Yeah, they're very much breaded. Yeah,
and they're
go
breaded.
to Costco. In your Kirkland soup.
I'm getting that.
I'm gonna tell you some things right now that like broke my heart a little bit. Okay. So I was reading on BuzzFeed things that are no longer trendy and cool according to Gen Z, and I've been seeing this on TikTok too.
Okay, I feel like I already know one of them because I've been seeing it on TikTok too.
Oh no, what is it?
Our Apple Watch.
I know one of them was
people think that this is so out now. They're like, if you're one of those girls that wear Apple Watches every day, like get out of my face. And we're those girls.
I'm telling you right now, I will be buried in my Apple Watch.
Like if it gets to a point where it's really embarrassing, I'm gonna put it to my like ankle,
or
and I will still wear it.
I need that like that ring, you know, but it's like $600.
But the ring just tracks your sleep. That's all it does.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, I don't think it does anything else.
Then fuck, I don't know. Yeah, no, I need to have I'm sorry, it's a part of me.
It's a part of me. I feel lost without it.
Yeah, and I know what I am a millennial, so like whatever, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Okay. What else is there though? I'm curious to know.
Okay, I feel personally attacked by this one, but side parts.
I'm wearing a side part right now.
I can't do a middle part. I have a widow's peak and I can't do a middle part. I don't like it.
I love your widow's peak.
I know, but it looks weird doing a middle part.
Honestly, like the fact that you like a trend can dictate how you wear your hair. Like people have different faces and different styles. Like not everyone can have a middle part.
I know.
It's like telling everyone to go cut their hair into a bob. Like not everyone can pull that off.
I know, everyone's face shapes are different.
Yeah, no, just wear whatever you want. Like that's stupid. I think that's a stupid one, but
okay. Another one, eyelash extensions. Apparently,
okay.
I'm not supposed to.
I'm going to get some very soon. So,
but only because you're traveling.
Yeah, I feel like on a trip you need it because I just don't want to put on.
It's true. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
I feel like just like all fake things are really out now. Like even just getting your lips done, boobs, like everything's just kind of more natural.
More
now.
Natural. It's more of a vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even they're saying like selfies, which I think have been out for a while because I feel like, but even like mirror selfies, just like selfies in general, it's like needs to be more candid, like snaps, like those moving, blurry, candid photos.
So we'll just take photos like this now. And
literally, just like.
All fucking drop blurry. Your phone on the ground and take a photo and call it a day. Oh my god, Gen Z is just
we knew about this one thanks to Maddie Hattie, obviously, but I'm just gonna repeat it. Boomerangs.
I haven't
like boomerangs.
I haven't taken a boomerang since she said they were chuggy.
I know, me too.
I just can't now bring myself to do it because I'm like, wait, this is so lame. I was taking boomerangs almost every time I was going out.
Yeah, me too. Always. Can we take a boomie?
Can we take a boomie?
I thought they were cute. That little like
action, and I would watch it like 10 times. Now it's like just,
I feel like it's gonna be abolished soon from Instagram. I honestly think they're not gonna do it anymore. No. Also rose gold.
Okay, this one I actually knew about a few years ago. Yeah, rose gold. I feel like rose gold has been kind of out. I feel like you got to be either silver or you got to pick a lane. Yeah, silver or gold.
Which one are you?
Or even mixed.
I feel like we're different. Like
I
don't know. I guess it's gold. It's white gold though.
Yeah.
So I guess more of a gold.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's all I can remember off the top of my head.
Skinny jeans.
Yeah, we knew about skinny jeans, obviously, for sure. But yeah, it's crazy. There's
these Gen Zs are just killing us slowly. They're like, you like that? It's out.
It's not cool anymore. Oh my god. So sorry.
Oh my god. But soon pickles are gonna be out of style. I'll still eat pickles.
Or Polaroids? I hope not.
No. They would they'll be like, posed Polaroids are out. You gotta like drop the Polaroid on the ground, smudge it around, tear it up, and then
be exposed properly.
Glue it back together.
That's what's in right now.
That's what's in.
Yeah.
Okay, this was super random, but there's this high school in the States. It's called LOHS. Los Osos, I don't know, Los Osos High School, and they did this like varsity dance, and it's on TikTok, but the whole dance is on Instagram. I'll like link it. Oh my! Sick as heck. It is the sickest. It looks like a Super Bowl performance dance. That's how. I'm
way.
I'm not gonna lie, school? Guys. It was better than Rihanna's. I'm just gonna hot take. It was better than Rihanna's halftime performance.
Wow, just like more effort.
The dancing was insane, like so coordinated. They did it to 3 different songs, all like Latina based, and it's just I'm impressed by these students that this was just like a varsity sport dance.
Wow,
it was insane. They had lighting. They all had these cool costumes. I'll send it to you. You're gonna be like,
post that shit.
Oh my god! And it's like high school students.
That's dope.
And they probably had to get together, and there was like 25 of them or something. They had to all get together like probably every night to practice this.
Oh my god, the dedication!
Like they don't have a choreographer. Like someone probably made this whole dance up for them. I don't know.
Wow,
it's crazy.
Okay, if you could be an amazing dancer, singer, or actress, like what would be your main one you'd want to do?
Probably dancer.
Yeah, I feel like that's so...
Because I feel like if you're a really good dancer, you can just like, you can bring that skill in other places, like on the dance floor. Plus it's like, if you're a good dancer, like, and you're out, people will be like, yo, break down a move and you'd be cool. But you're not going to just start singing randomly, like, unless it's karaoke. That's the only time. Acting, like...
Yeah, you're just a really good liar. If you're an actor, you're just a really good liar.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. You can make good TikToks, I guess, but
yeah. No, but dancing, you'd be making good TikToks.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like dancing would be
dancing is really cool.
Dancing is really cool.
I'm the most envious of people that can dance
like really well. Yeah.
100%.
100%.
Okay, let's do a little showtime.
Yes.
So Matt and I recently watched the Chris Rock special. I know you chatted about it a while ago.
Yes.
You really liked it, right?
I liked it. It was good.
I really liked it too. I just felt like it took me a long time to like really like belly laugh.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it was just kind of a slow start, but I felt like he really like went off on Will.
Oh my God. By the end, he was like so emotional, I felt like.
Yeah.
And that's why he kind of screwed up the joke because he was so like fired up, I felt.
100%. Also, I liked his all white outfit. I don't know if it was RTV, but for me, it made his teeth look kind of weird and like green almost.
Okay.
Or like yellowy green.
I didn't love the white outfit because the whites were all kind of a little bit different colors. I felt like.
Did his teeth look weird to you? Or was
no,
it just
I don't
me? Then maybe it was on our TV. I'm like,
okay,
his like white outfit is making his teeth look not white. Like it was not looking good.
I really like that joke he made where he's like, I'm rich, but I identify as poor because his kids are all rich now. Like when they go to Disneyland, like they're like
fast lane, everything.
They have a red carpet out, you know.
Literally, so it was a good special. I would definitely recommend it for sure.
Watch it, yeah. I love comedy specials, man. I just think that it's such a good.
Oh my God, me too. I just love honestly, like when we went to a comedy show a few months ago, like you're laughing so hard it's like you feel like intoxicated. Like it's such a good medicine for your soul.
Yeah.
If you are feeling down, just watch a comedy special.
Yeah, 100%. We started watching. So have you ever watched Succession?
No, I've heard so many things about it.
So we had watched it originally. We had watched like maybe half of the first season. We gave up on it because we were just like, this is very anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
Farah's like, I just can't. It's very dark. Like I'm just not really down.
Heavy show.
But we've just heard so many good things about it. And now that they're on like their 4th season going on to their 5th.
Yeah.
And everyone was just like hyping it up so much. So I'm like, okay, we really need to give this show another chance. So we went back and we finished the first season because we only had like a three episodes left. So we finished the first season and now I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch season 2 because it got crazy towards the end. And someone said, just watch it like a really funny movie because although a lot of bad stuff happens, it's not like that bad. Like you can just kind of laugh it off.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you have that perspective of it's just kind of a funny movie, then everything's just, it's not anxiety provoking. It's just funny.
Is it really long episodes?
No, it's like an hour.
Okay. Yeah. I love how that's not long.
Well,
no, it's only an hour.
It's only an hour. But I feel like every show now is like 50 minutes at least.
It's true. It's true.
I think it's like 55 minutes, something
okay,
like that.
No, I should give it a chance. I forget who it was. I think is it Hannah? That's like the best show ever.
Hannah like really likes it. It's really dark humor, but once you like get it, the characters are so distinct. They're just like, so for those who don't know what the show is, it's essentially like a family that's super rich. And like the dynamic of this family is the most fucked up I've ever seen. Like they all hate each other, but they're like this family and they all just like are trying to climb their way to the top. And it's just crazy. It's just the stuff that
not Modern Family
does, is insane. So
okay, I'm gonna check it out. The little dark vibes, I could vibe with that.
Okay, tell me about this documentary you watched.
Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So have you heard about this doc? The MH370, the plane that disappeared.
I heard about it, but I haven't watched it.
Okay, so it's a little docu-series. I think it's like 3 or 4 episodes. They're like around an hour each. So I don't know why I don't remember this, but back in 2014, I believe it was, 2014, there was a plane that left Malaysia that was flying to China. Yeah. And on its way there, it was over 200 people on this plane. It was on the radar, and then all of a sudden, it just disappears off the radar, and no one knows where it went. Like they haven't found any pieces of this plane. It just fucking vanishes. And there's literally like families on this plane. Like literally this one husband, like his wife and his 2 children were on this plane. This one wife, her husband was one of the flight attendants like on the plane. And this whole doc is just about the disappearance of this plane and like how the families are trying to put together the pieces of this puzzle and like try and figure out what has happened. Yeah. And it's insane.
I need to watch it. But also like was there someone important on the plane?
I know there's a lot of different, so it goes through like different like kind of conspiracy theories or just theories in general of like what could have happened and like how that was potentially possible or like how that could be like debunked. But it's just in like the thought of that happening is just really scary. Like,
especially because you just don't have answers. It's one thing to like die in a plane crash.
Yeah, like
but it's
find
another
the
to
body,
be like,
but just to
we lost
to just vanish.
And that's so weird because a lot of these planes, like they have tracking on everything that happens.
I know, and like, it wasn't like this was that long ago. Like I guess now it was like 9 years ago, but I mean technology in 2014 was like still pretty good back then.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. Do you remember hearing about this? Because I would have been just like 23 22 or 21 when this
I remember
happened.
my dad telling me about it. Yeah.
Like,
but I don't remember like following up and like what happened. It was just kind of like, oh, that's weird. And then that was it.
Can you imagine? Like,
that's
your loved one is on that plane. Anyway, check it out. Like, we watched it hungover on Saturday after being out on St. Patty's Day, and I was just like, this is insane. Yeah, definitely watch it.
Thankful to be here. Like, Jesus.
Yeah. And another doc that hasn't come out yet but is coming out soon. Have you heard about the Brooke Shields documentary?
Yes, I know about this. Yeah,
I'm so excited to watch this.
Okay, so it's just about her life.
It's about her life. So it's called Pretty Baby because Pretty Baby was the movie that she did that kind of like started her career. It was in like the late 70s. She was only 12 years old and she was she was an 11-year-old playing a 12-year-old whose mother was a prostitute and they like lived in a brothel, and she was just very like sexualized in the movie.
Yep.
And that kind of just like kickstarted her career as like being sexualized basically like throughout her entire career. And she's just finally like talking about that and like all of the like things she had to face throughout her career. And it's just,
I'm glad that a lot of women are coming out and do this, like Pamela Anderson, now Brooke Shields. Like, it feels like a lot of women are coming out and saying, hey, listen, we've been in the industry for so many years, but like it wasn't easy and like it was pretty fucked up.
This was not okay. Like, we need to make sure like this doesn't happen
again. Yeah.
So I'm really, really looking forward to that.
When does it come out? Do you know?
It comes out in April.
Okay.
So pretty soon.
And Netflix or something else?
I don't know if it's on Netflix. I think it might be on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm really excited for it.
I'm really excited. We'll definitely watch it and then we can talk about it on the pod.
Yeah. I just wanted to get everyone ready for that. So you can check it out.
Okay. Did you see the mid-season trailer for Vanderpump Rules?
Oh my God.
If you're not watching Vanderpump Rules at this point, go back and restart it from the beginning because it's actually one of the best reality shows ever.
100%. We both actually started rewatching it without even like telling each other. Like, Romina sent me a snap the other day being like, I'm rewatching it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm rewatching it too.
So good because there's so much I like completely forgot about.
When Tom Sandoval shaves his fucking forehead to like go to work, I'm like, why did we not know that this guy was not okay from
why
season
does he take
1?
5 hours to get ready in the morning? Like, this is a red flag.
So the thing that got me the most in the trailer was the end. So when they show Tom and Ariana like together, I think it's their first like time on film together since everything happened, and he's going to grab like a glass of water and he's like, do you need anything? And she immediately is like, for you to die.
And it was like the song was just like ding ding. It was like very dramatic.
Oh my God.
And you could see she's screaming,
yes, Raquel.
I watched that trailer about 5 times. I was like, this is so
intense.
crazy.
And did you see Raquel posted today a note from a few days ago, even how she's going to be at the reunion. But with her and Sheena's, like her restraining order, like Sheena needs to be 100 yards away. So they're going to like either have to film like in different spots or like
maybe she just dropped the lawsuit for it because people are just like, this is ridiculous.
It is pretty ridiculous.
Like, come on.
I can't believe.
So when is the reunion?
They're filming it tomorrow.
So and then it's coming out because was that the season finale? Like, what was?
No. Okay. Like, this will come out like after the whole season is over. Okay. Yeah. So,
I'm so excited. We should watch that together. The reunion.
Oh my God, 100%.
Oh my God, it's insane. It's insane. And she actually, Ariana broke her silence and like actually came out and posted that thing.
Oh my God,
the Cuba. She was like, she went to Cuba or something.
She went to a wedding in Mexico.
Oh, Mexico, sorry.
And the last line of her post like got me. It's like, people always say what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, but this bitch writes, what doesn't kill me better run. I'm like, you better fucking run, Raquel. You better fucking run, Tom. God. This reunion, it might be like the most intense one ever, like, period.
Andy Cohen better buckle up. He's going to be wearing armor, I feel like, because these bitches are going to be throwing fists.
If I was
They're going to be throwing fists.
She has some balls to go, but she, like, needs to go. She needs to face the music. Like, she's so much more is coming out.
I'm like, she's just gonna cry the whole time.
I'm so vulnerable and I'm just in a bad place.
Like, I just need validation. And it's like, no, you knew exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
You knew it.
That's fucked.
It's so messed up. But yeah. Woo. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is, did you see Diplo was on Emirata's podcast?
Okay, I heard about this, but I haven't seen it yet.
I listened to it like a few days ago.
Okay.
And he's just a funny guy. But anyway, he like pretty much says how he's not gay, but he's not gay. Like,
and he's like got blowjobs and stuff.
He kind of hinted that he's like into guys a bit, but he kind of didn't want to admit it almost. Like, it was kind of annoying. He's like, okay, are you gay or are you not? He just kind of went
like
off
own it a little bit.
Yeah, but anyway,
if you're gonna talk about it,
he felt a little embarrassed because I felt Emirata was like, you've always mentioned how you're like into guys a bit. Like, let's talk about that. But then he was
and he didn't really want to.
He didn't really want to.
I mean, fair if he wasn't ready, I guess.
But he was talking about how his TikTok algorithm is a lot of guys like cutting wood, and she's like, TikTok feeds you what you want to see and like all this stuff. But yeah, he pretty much said that he doesn't remember if he's gotten blowjobs from men, which maybe he's just been obliterated. And
maybe
remember, but
who knows?
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting.
He's also hooked up with like Francesca.
Oh really?
Yeah, they've hooked up before, and he would like comment on her like Instagram posts and stuff.
I feel like I see him commenting a lot on Instagram, and he's kind of like the weird, like old dad that would be like commenting on like random girls' pictures. So
how old is Diplo? Like in his 40s?
I want to say he's in his 40s. Yeah, let's check right now.
I feel like I've seen him live before.
Yeah.
Have you?
I don't think so. 44.
Okay, yeah, he's an adult. You're a man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I need to listen to it.
Yeah, definitely listen to it.
I don't even know what he looks like. You know, when like so many DJs, I don't know what they look like. If they were literally to walk by me at the supermarket, like I wouldn't know.
Really? Okay, he has like a very distinct face, I feel like. I would recognize him. He's good looking.
Oh, he's very good looking.
Yeah, he's good looking.
Yeah.
He's coming out with a lot more like country music now.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's rocking the country.
So yeah, definitely go listen to it. I don't know if I love Emirata as an interviewer. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like she just picks up all the guests from Alex Cooper. And
and like the way she interviews is just kind of like, I don't know, like her style is just a little bit weird. She doesn't do a lot of research on the guests either, which I feel like you should
definitely do.
I feel like you should be knowing what Diplo's doing, even though they're friends. They were actually friends, so I feel like maybe that's why she didn't do that much research. But she didn't know a lot about like what he was up to and stuff, and I felt like he was kind of like a little disappointed that she doesn't know a lot. You're like interviewing. You think
she'd have a team to like do that shit for her?
You're putting out like 3 podcasts a week. Like,
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
She's not editing that. No. There's no way you're editing that.
No, not editing it at all.
Okay, should we jump to a little health and wellness? Okay,
let's go into health and well because I have something I want to chat about.
You have a hot topic.
We have a hot topic. Okay.
I want to chat about it all day.
So it's the spring cleaning season. Okay. Yeah. And I saw this thread. Well, actually, Faraz saw this thread and sent it to me about this guy who talked about every week he tries to do something that takes at most 1 hour and costs at most $50 that will improve his life, either by removing some kind of like annoyance or optimizing something. So every week he tries to do this. And I thought that was a really cool like little topic to talk about, like different things that we could do in our lives every week, little by little, that will like help us by improving the quality of our life, that won't take that long and that are inexpensive. So I wrote a couple of things that we could talk about. Fun. And I feel like you definitely do that too, like where you're like organizing your Tupperware and like random things like that. So
the Tupperware drawer can get hectic. Yes. And when you sort it out a little bit, feels so much better. Okay, so this first one actually was on the thread. So I was like, this is genius, and I did it today. So save your email address on your phone as a text shortcut. So for example, I have now, if I press at, my whole email pops up. So you know how you're always like sending people your email? So look, I'll literally show it to you so you can see. And do it right now. If like you're listening to this, like literally go do it right now. I don't even, after the pod, you're going to show me how you did that.
Yeah, I'm going to show you how I did it, but it's so
easy. I'm surprised
I
didn't know how to do this.
So look, if I do this, look.
At.
It literally pops
those
up.
Kind of shortcuts enough. I feel like there's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah. So honestly,
and that costs $0.
It costs $0.
1 minute of your life.
And you know how many times you screw up your email address when you go to send it to someone? This is a foolproof way that you will not screw up your email.
Genius.
Text shortcuts, guys, use them. Okay, next one.
Wow.
Professionally sharpening your knives. I feel like people never get there, or like even getting a knife like blade. What do they call it? Those like stones and sharpening your knives. I feel like you never do that. That's something you're always neglecting, but it will really make a difference when you're having to cut a bunch of vegetables.
Okay, question, because the knives that we had, they were given to us as a gift. They're supposed to be self-sharpening.
They have like little thing.
Does that work? Like I'm like, but how like. I'm barely putting it in. Like, does that really work?
I feel like it works a little, but like,
I feel like you gotta really
thing inside is probably getting dull now
too. I feel like you're right. You gotta actually sharpen your knives. That's a good spring thing to do because barbecue season is coming.
Barbecue season, like organize a drawer, organize.
I organized my closet over I did my own closet. I did a purge, and I like always try to keep stuff like. I have like my side, it's kind of more like sweaters and cardigans, kind of like more like my work vibe right now. And then I have on the other side like my going out tops, and like I try and organize them based on like the length that they are. So like I just like pull them out so I know like which ones are crop tops and whatever. But it gets so hectic sometimes just putting shit away like really fast. But I like reorganized it to have like the cardigans with the cardigans and the sweaters with the sweaters, and just feels so much better now.
So much better. So much better. We recently got a whiteboard to put above our chest freezer downstairs because it helps now. We can track what's inside. Oh my God, and then smart. Also when you're, let's say you go take the last like chicken breast out, then you can then write like we have like a to buy, and then you have like what you have.
Can you show me that when after this?
So then it's like, boom, you can have like chicken, you pull it out and you write to buy chicken. And then when you go to do groceries, you can just look at the list of what you need to buy. So these are just like little things that you can do in your life that like cost barely any money, at most take an hour, and they will like literally help you.
Yeah. So I love that.
So I think I'm going to try.
What else I can do?
Yeah, I know. Now I'm like every week I'm like, we recently put up like little hooks in our to like hang. So far as it like 3D printed these hooks that we can hang spray bottles on. And now it really helps because you don't have to like bend all the way down. Just like,
who has time to bend? That's why we have shoehorns. No, that's why we have hooks.
No. Get a shoehorn.
100%. Yeah. Oh, I love all of that. I'm gonna like brainstorm a list, and
you know what? We'll put out a little poll question, and you guys can let us know kind of.
What's something that you're gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Because I'm curious to know. Because I'm just gonna steal your ideas.
Yeah, I love spring cleaning. I'm so down for that shit.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
Little purge.
Okay, let's go back into some health and wealth. Tell me about solo dates because I want to hear about this.
Okay, I just like appreciate whenever I see some of my friends posting about these like cute little solo dates that they go on. Like, do you ever just take yourself out on a date? Like, I don't really do that either. And
I just maybe the only thing I do is like go to Home Sense by myself.
Okay, that's, like, that's really but why not take it a step further and like go stop at like a coffee shop, or like just like go have like a little bite to eat somewhere that's not like a drive-through. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at least for me, like I've done this before, but I haven't done it in a long time. And I feel like now, especially because I'm in a relationship, it's kind of like, oh, like, why would I go and like just do something by myself? But it's like, why not? Like, why not take the time to just be with yourself and your thoughts, and don't like be on your phone the whole time, but actually like do something and like be present with just yourself. I think we're so overstimulated all the time, and we're so used to always like being around people, especially if you like live with someone. So just to take the time to take yourself out.
Take yourself out and like appreciate your time with yourself.
Yeah.
Because actually Jay Shetty, his book like 8 Rules of Love, he like released like the first chapter for free on his podcast. So I listened to it, and the first chapter is just talking about the first rule of love is to fall in love with yourself.
Yes.
And he talks about like solo time. And so a lot of the time you think of solo time as like watching TV by yourself. No, solo time is time spent that you're not distracted by anything but yourself.
Because you're not really thinking when you're just vegging out watching TV. As fun as that can be, and like you do need that, like be alone with your thoughts and like and think deeply instead of just like being more like numbed by like stimulation.
Exactly. And he talks about like just like having fun with yourself, like by yourself, and like being happy in your own company so that you can then be happy in other people's company. 100%. And I love that. Yeah.
Especially if the weather getting nicer, you can like go for a nice little walk or a stroll, like check out like the farmer's market or like go walking downtown. Like
go get your knives sharpened.
Yeah, go get your knives sharpened. Something like that. I just like I love seeing solo dates, and I'm like I just need to get back into just doing a solo date that's not like bare minimum, like going shopping, you know? It's like, okay, like let's actually do something.
I like that. Okay. I'm going to do solo dates, and I'm going to be doing some productivity things in the house. I love that.
Okay. I also want to talk about compliments because I feel like, again, like with yourself, like sometimes do you find it's hard to take a compliment sometimes?
I hate it so much.
Do you immediately, like, I find a lot of people like deflect it, or they try to like dim down the compliment. Like someone gives you like, oh my God, your hair looks so good. It's like, oh, I haven't washed it in like 4 days, or like something like that. You know, it's like, why do we feel the need to like dim the compliment down? Like, guys, just fucking say thank you.
Yes, like, I really need to practice this because I'm so bad at it too. Someone will give me a compliment. I'm like, no, but you, like,
just say thank you. And this brought me back to a story a few years ago, back when I actually used to get lash extensions. And one of my professors in teachers college, she was like super cool. She had this really cool course. Like I really like thought she was a really cool professor. And one day we were just chatting and she's like, by the way, like I love your eyelash extensions. Like they look so good. And I immediately was like, oh, I actually have to get a fill soon. Like they usually like look way better than this. And she literally like stopped me and she like grabbed my hand. She's like, Natasha, she's like, just say thank you. She's like, you don't have to say anything else. Just say thank you.
Oh my God, I just got chills.
I know. And I was like, oh my God, it's so true. Like that's just so why do you have to like react that way? Just say thank you.
I think that's a female thing too. I feel like guys are just like, yo, thanks, man.
And that's probably don't even compliment each other, honestly.
Yeah, that's so true.
But yeah, guys, just say thank you.
Just say thank you.
That's my message for the day.
I like that. I like that. I really, really like that. Okay, we're both reading on our Kindle right now, which is a new thing for us because we're usually like physical book people.
The last 2 books I've read were physical.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the Kindle? Like, give us a little overview.
Pros and cons. So what I did that you noticed is I put a pop socket on the back of mine, which I find is nice to like just hold the weight a bit better, and you like it's just less awkward to hold. I need to add
mine because I do find like I'm getting little pains because of like the way you have to hold it.
So put a pop socket on it. I love that I'm able to look up words that I don't know instead of like having to go to my phone to get it, because when I'm reading I really like don't want to have my phone near me anyway. Never. So this way like I'm connected to Wi-Fi, like I really don't need my phone, so that's another positive. What else?
Yeah, translation, like you can look up words. One thing I do find that's annoying is like, for example, yesterday you're like, how far in the book? And I'm like, I don't know unless I remember the little percentage when I exit, which I never really look at. Like with a book, you can tell like, oh, I'm halfway through because you can see like where I was like, I don't really remember where I was, like even in the book, like I can't remember like what lot number I was at, you know? So 100%. That's one thing. And it is nice just having a physical book. Yeah. I will say that.
Sometimes I like, but sometimes I don't like. It'll tell you like how much time you have left to read the book. Yes. But like if you accidentally like leave it open for a little bit, or if you're like a bit slower sometimes, then like the time like starts to get higher. And I'm like, wait, I've been reading, but why is my time like going up? Like it should be going down.
It's stressful.
It's like right now I have like 4 hours left of this book, and I'm kind of like, fuck, like I have 4 hours left of this book and I feel like nothing's really happened yet in this book that we're reading. I'm like,
Harry Soto is back. I don't know who told us to read this, but nothing has freaking happened.
We finally are like, let's read the same book at the same time, because usually I read the book after Romina reads it, and now we have nothing to talk about.
I literally haven't even been like to a point where I'm like, I need to text Tash about this. I'm like, literally nothing has happened. The only thing that
happened that made me like gasp out loud was when her racket broke like during one game, and I'm like, oh, that's like what? I'm like, oh, nothing. Her racket just broke, but that's the most exciting thing that's happened this entire book.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe read it.
We'll wait till the end. If some crazy things happen, we'll let you know. But so far, it's just been like a reality show, but no so far
it's just tennis. Yeah, so like just girl training for tennis. Like
nobody likes her.
There's no sex. There's no romance. It's just tennis. I'm like, okay,
this is not that great. Okay, so pros and cons of that. The only other thing I want to talk about too for health and wellness is
drop it on me.
So I'm obviously doing my PhD right now, and the last like 2 years has been online. So it's just been like a lot of online classes, like not a lot in person. And I really like my field. I really like the field I'm in. I'm like doing important work, but sometimes you kind of forget how important your work is when you're just at home all the time through your computer and like typing out stuff, and you don't really get the experience. Yeah. So I'm going to a few conferences this summer.
So excited
I'm going
to
like 3 different conferences this summer.
3?
Yeah, I'm going to 3 conferences this summer, and then I'm going to one in September in Brazil, or in October, sorry, in Brazil. So 4 upcoming conferences, and I'm just excited to like be in like the atmosphere
talk
of like
shop,
be influenced and like inspired by people in my profession, like hear what's happening, and just like
it's been so long.
Networking and all of that. So I encourage anyone who's like kind of feeling a little stumped or a little bit like down,
a little bit
of a rut in your profession, to like spark interest in your profession by like going out there, networking, like maybe going to a conference, going to like a workshop. I don't know, going to a coffee shop, somewhere where you can like feel.
You can always find somewhere like in your field that something is going on,
like
no matter what it is.
Different.
For sure.
Yeah.
So for your conferences, do you apply to them?
Yes. Okay. So the first one I'm going to, I'm just going as an attendee, so I'm just like going to watch.
Yeah.
But then the other 3 I'm actually presenting at.
Sweet.
Yeah. So you like submit like an abstract, they review it, and then they let you know if like you made it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, the other day we were applying for something and it asked us like about any publications we have. And I was like, oh, like, I don't have any. And Maria's like, oh, like, let me get mine. And it's this long ass list. Sometimes I forget like how much you actually contribute to your field. And it's like so cool. She's like, let's just put the ones where I'm like the first name. Cause I like wrote most of it. I'm like, that's so impressive.
It was like this application had nothing to do with like and I'm like, I think they mean like other sorts of applications, not this.
There's science and makeup, man.
Whatever. We're just gonna go with it.
Oh my God. Good. No, I love that. You're so right.
Oh yes. Okay, let's maybe do a couple full sends and then we can end with a Bang, Marry, Kill.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Can I talk about something that's really sad?
Yes.
So I've learned the hard way that I cannot have margaritas.
Okay.
They do not sit well with me. There's been 3 times now where I've had margaritas and I'm like violently ill afterwards.
So do you think it's the lime juice, the acidity? It's just too much? It must
be the acidity because I don't normally drink acidity other than like a squirt of lime in my vodka soda. But when it's just a heavily lime-based drink, like when Leva was visiting, I had 3 margaritas at Local and that's all I drank. And I woke up in the middle of the night feeling like violently ill. Like I didn't like vomit or anything, but my stomach hurt so bad. This happened to me when we were in Toronto when we had margaritas at Ritzy's.
Yep.
And then there was another time. Oh, in Tremblant, we had spicy margaritas at Lucille's, and then Matt and I had a couple drinks afterwards. He woke up the next day fine, and I was like not okay. So I'm like, it has to be the margaritas.
It has to be. It's the acidity probably.
And I want to like margaritas because they're such a good drink.
You know what? You should have like maybe a coconut margarita where it has a little bit of acidity, but with the coconut it could balance it out. Yeah. The coconut milk.
So if anyone else has this problem with margs, like let me know what you do too.
And what do you do? Do you maybe take a Tums? Like before?
No, I'm gonna start bringing Tums around with me. Fuck.
Are we having margaritas tonight?
Let me get my Tums.
Let me grab my Tums.
Oh my God.
Okay, you know what you should have instead, and this has been my go-to. I know we love our vodka sodas, but get a vodka soda with a splash of pineapple juice. Ooh. It is now my go-to drink. I get it every time I go anywhere, and it's so good. It just elevates the vodka soda. It's not too sweet. Adds a little bit of like a little kick.
Honestly, pineapple juice is delicious.
So good. It's so good. So
I would love that. That's what I'm gonna have for the next couple rounds. I feel like that deserves like its own drink name.
What do you think it's called? Something?
It says pineapple screwdriver, but
okay. Pineapple screwdriver. But I feel like vodka
soda
splash of
pineapple sounds better. Yeah, sounds way cooler.
It sounds so much better. Screwdriver.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna vibe with that. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we end with
Okay, we're gonna end with a Bang, Marry, Kill, and I have one for you this time. Okay. So these are sounds, like different sounds. Okay.
I love sounds.
So Bang, Marry, Kill. Okay. The sound of the ocean. Okay. The sound of birds, or the sound of a stream.
Okay.
Do you know your answer?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna kill birds. I'm gonna kill birds because lately the birds have been out and it's been pissing me off.
The birds are out and about. They're fighting.
They're fighting out early. There's that one TikTok that I'm about to post. It's so funny, but no, birds. I feel like they piss me off sometimes. Yeah. Like I'm not Snow White. I'm not down for it. So between ocean and stream, I feel like they're pretty similar, but I'm gonna marry the ocean because I feel like just waves like crashing is so tranquil, so peaceful. Like the thoughts of being by the ocean is very resting and calming to me. And then I feel like a stream sounds different. Like it's same but different. So I'm gonna bang it because I feel like there's just a bit more of like, I don't know, it just sounds more just like ripply, I guess. We're the same. Yeah. Like kind of like a bit of a waterfall action and a bit of a stream. I don't know.
I like it. Yeah.
Are you going to kill birds too?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So you know what's funny is I asked Farzad this question and he was like, I'm going to kill the ocean. And I was like, what? Ocean? And he goes, the ocean's just so aggressive. It's like you don't know what's coming. And I'm like, the ocean's so calming for me. But just I feel like some people find
it's funny how we automatically think of it as calming, whereas he goes to it as like aggressive. I wonder why. Maybe he had a bad experience in the ocean.
Maybe you drowned.
No, I can't do birds, man.
I just love the ocean sound. I love streams. It's hard because I do like birds as well, but it's like sometimes it's too intense. Like there's annoying. A lot of birds, and I couldn't fall asleep to the sound of a bird.
The thing with birds is most of their sounds are repetitive.
Yeah.
And like I don't do well with like with my job, like things that are repetitive, like someone like being like madam, madam, madam. So if I hear a bird like tweet, 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 I want to be like, no, like, stop it. No, we're not going there. There's trauma in that. Let us know what you guys think, and I would love to hear your answers for that. Okay, that brings us to the end of our episode, y'all.
So sad. This is literally so nice every week.
I guess we'll see you in April.
We have some exciting things coming up too.
Yeah, we're going to be busy. We got a lot of full send sections coming out, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Okay, we love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.